welcome everyone into the studios. Coach Michael Thompson. We are here to celebrate winning the first round.
Thank you. Yes. Got a big win. Got two big wins yesterday against Darty in the first round, so we're excited.
All right, now, Coach, we were talking about the big girl they had. We were talking about her. I mean, she's a good pitcher. She's a hitter. You were a little worried about her.
Yeah, we were. You know, we'd heard a lot of good things about her, and some of our girls actually faced her when they were 12. And, they said, Coach, she threw hard when we were 12, so I'm sure she does. And she was great. She was a really good player. We've never done this, but Coach Pollock and I talked about it. We intentionally walked her in the first inning. She was hitting 3-4, and we intentionally walked her and put her on with nobody on. And then in the second game, they put her in the leadoff slot, and we let off the game, and we intentionally walked her to lead off the game because she's such a good hitter. It was, we didn't want to pitch to her and be down, 1-0 right off the bat. So, we've never done that, but normally we'll pitch to a kid, make them earn it before we start walking them. But she's a really special player, we were a little nervous about her.
You knew what you had coming in. You weren't going to take any chances.
Yeah, that's right. We weren't going to take any chance of being in a 1-1 game with them or a close game with them.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that because you were saying that she's a good player. She's a real good pitcher, but it takes more than one player.
It does. It really does. And I think that's what got them yesterday. They struggled catching her a little bit. She threw so hard and had such good movement. Their catcher struggled, and a lot of catchers would. She's that good that they would struggle with her. And then we were able to hit some hard balls at them. They got through, and they couldn't make plays on them. And we benefited from them. We stole a lot of bases yesterday. We used our team speed to kind of capitalize on things they wasn't very good at. So
let's recap on that first game now, 4:30 game.
Okay, we jumped on them right off the bat, and we got the first two girls out, and then we walked her, and then we got the next girl out, and then we scored 5 runs in the first inning, which, I felt good about it then because I didn't feel like we'd give up a lot of runs with our pitching. But we scored 5 in the first, got them out again, came back in the second, scored 5, and the same thing in the third, scored 5 to end the game. I think Chanley Alligood, hit a double in the last, in the third to finish at 15-0. So
most at singles?
Some, I thought we did a really good job against her yesterday. To be such a hard thrower and have such good movement, we were very patient. We made her throw strides. We didn't chase the up pitch, and we put balls in play. But we had some singles. We hit a couple doubles. We hit some balls, and they were playing us really shallow in the outfield. And we hit some balls over the head that got to the fence. Had a couple inside the Parkers.
Wow.
A couple of our girls that can really run. So. We did a really good job, I thought, in the first game.
Yeah, now, Coach, anytime you face good pitching, it's good experience for you. It gets you ready for the next level.
Yeah, I told the girls that. I said, look, I would rather have faced, a girl throwing that hard, that talented, early instead of facing somebody that wasn't very good because at some point we're going to have to beat that same type of girl with a much better team around her. It's going to make every play, and they're going to catch her and get every call. So we needed to see that early. We didn't need to see somebody that wasn't very good early. So I was pleased to get a chance to see her. And like I said, I was really pleased the way we were patient, swung the bats, put balls in play, hit some hard balls at them. So I was pleased. That was good to see.
Yeah. So you got a minute, and you rule run them in the first game.
Right.
Rule run them in the second game as well. But let's talk about the second game now. What changed?
So. Nothing really. We flip-flopped, and they were the home team in the second game. That's what you do in the playoffs. Yeah. And so they changed their lineup a little bit, and they let her off in the second game. So I mentioned it to Coach Park. I said, what you think about let's pitch to her right here? He was like, no, we don't want to be down 1-0. Let's don't. I said, all right, good deal. So we did. We put her on, and then we got the next 3 girls out, and we came up in the bottom of the inning, or an hour half at the top because we were the visitors. We didn't score. We hit a couple balls right, and they made it. So in the bottom half, we got them out, and then in the second inning, we scored several runs. I think we scored 6 or 7 in the top of the second. And kind of the same thing in the third. We came back and scored several. And then, they made a pitching change. They took her out. They did in both games, actually. I think we scored 10 on in the first game. They took her out and brought another little girl in. And then in the second game, after about 9 runs, I think they took her out again and put her in the outfield. And brought another little girl in that wasn't throwing very hard. So we made a few adjustments on her, and we hit her well. So, it got out of hand quick. Then they made a few more errors, and it got to 19-0 quick on them after that. So with her in there, they had a chance to kind of stay in the game if they would just make the plays. Yeah. Once they pulled her, they didn't have a whole lot after her.
It was over.
But it was good to see her. She's a really good player. Her third at bat, they had actually had a mix-up in their lineup. So she was supposed to hit in the 4th inning, or the 3rd inning actually, and the 2-hitter had come up and hit. So when we went back, she was going to be out. Well, the coach come to me and said, Coach, she's a senior, and it's 19-0. Nobody's really pitched to her all year. She's been intentionally walked almost every time. She's only really got about 5 at-bats all year where she actually got a chance to hit. Can she hit? And so we said yes. And I wanted to see her hit. I mean, I like to see great hitters hit, and she is a great hitter. So we pitched to her, and she doubled down the right field line. So she is a really special hitter. She's going to Southern Miss, and they're getting a good one now. She can really play.
Yeah. It's great to see competition like that. But, man, the second game was 19-0. Yeah. I thought it was a mistext when I got that. I'm like, wait a minute, man, 19 runs?
Yeah, we swung it well. I thought we did a much better job actually in the second game than we did the first time. In the second game, we started bunting a little bit. I knew at some point down the road we were going to have to bunt to score some runs. Mm-hmm. So I said, now's a good time to work on this a little bit against a girl that's a really hard thrower. So we executed several bunts. We got some good bunts down for base hits. Yeah. We moved some runners on bunts. We caused them to make some bad throws. So it was good to get some work out. I think our first 6 or 7 runs, most of them came off of, a bunt hit, and then a stolen base, and then we, bunt her over, and they made a bad throw and stuff like that. So it was really good to get some runs early. And then once we got 6 or 7 runs, we went back to swinging and hit some really hard balls on her. I'm not real sure she had been hit hard much all year. She made a statement walking out after the game that, how well we had done hitting the ball, and she was impressed at how well we had hit the ball. So I just don't think she's ever been hit a whole lot, really. The videos I had seen of her, she had struck most everybody out and played good D. If they'd have played good D behind her, we'd have struggled with her more. But you gotta have 9. You can't have just one to get you through. So
even 1 or 2. I mean, you got to build on it. And luckily, we got the team. It seems like to at least go forward. All right, so Coach, you're looking at today. I know you could reel off the names, Coach, but let's pick the top of the. Who really impressed you?
Michaela Redisher had a great day yesterday. She really smoked the ball around good. She had a couple of doubles off that girl. Caroline Pollock's always good at the plate. Yeah. Emma Reiner is set the table. We've talked about this before. Emma Reiner set the table for us very good. I think she had 3 walks in the first game, and it wasn't, she really had to work the count to get on base a couple of times. It wasn't that they just threw them all out of strikes on. She had to really work the count to get on. Taylor Sapp had a good day. Taylor Sapp hit one back at the middle that, luckily, this girl's such a good athlete, she got her glove on. If she hadn't, it might have hit her in the chest or the head or something because she hit it really hard back at her. So, But, really all the girls did great yesterday. Mackenzie Maddox had a hit there maybe in both games. Like I said, Chanley Alligood came in the first game and had a double, and then came in the second game and had another hit. Bailey Leach, she had 2 hits yesterday. She hadn't got to play a whole lot most of the year for various reasons, but she's come on here at the end of the season, had a few hits here or there. She did a good job yesterday. And Kylie Paige Smith came in and played first for us, some. And hit smoked one at the second baseman. So, all the girls contributed in some way yesterday. That was what was probably really pleasing to me the most, was that every girl in the lineup got a chance to play yesterday, and every girl contributed in some way. Either making a play in the field or getting hit at the plate or, drawing a walk, getting a bunt down. Every girl contributed in some way yesterday.
Awesome. Talking to Coach Thompson, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back, so stay with us.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Buying a new Nissan is easy when you turn to Dublin Nissan.
We make it fast, friendly, and fun.
Save over $5,000 off MSRP on this Dublin Nissan Rogue SV.
Call, click, or come see us.
Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you'll ever need.
All right, Coach, back in, you can't say that you played the toughest team you played all year yesterday, but who would that be?
Wow. Mountain of Sales has got a really good team. We played them earlier in the year. They're very talented, got a good pitcher. Houston County is great. We've played them twice and swept them this year on 2 7th-inning base hits to get by. But they're very talented. They won yesterday and moved on to the second round. Oh, yeah. I'd say they're one of the top teams we played. We played a very good Lamar County early in the year. A very good hitting Lamar County team. They ran into a tough match yesterday. They had to play Vidalia yesterday in the first round, so which wasn't a good matchup for them because Vidalia's loaded. Vidalia is probably the toughest team all around that we've played all year. I think they'll win it in AA. They've got two really special pitchers, and they can play great defense, and they hit as well as anybody up and down their lineup. Brad Thompson down at Vidalia does a very good. Ben Beck, he helps him. They do a very good job down there, and they got great kids. Their kids remind me a lot of our kids sometimes. They got the same type of kids that we got, and it's a very similar type school system in school, and Brad does a great job. So Vidalia is really talented. As far as in 4A, we got Troop County in the next round. We play them Thursday. We could see Madison County down the road. We've played Madison in the playoff before. Madison's very talented. We could possibly see Marist. We've had to go up to Marist before and play. Marist to be very, very talented.
So you met everybody that's coming?
We've either played them either this year and the years prior. We played Madison last year, and we actually played them the year before. So a lot of those same girls will still be there. Some of them graduated, but a lot of them will be there. So we're familiar with those teams and what they like to do and their coaching staffs. I consider the guy at Madison a friend. I've played against him several times over the years, and he'll text me or call or shoot an email when he's playing somebody that we've seen, and vice versa. If I'm playing somebody that they've played, maybe he'll give me some information on the same thing. So. Just through things like that.
All right, so what's the lineup for the next game?
So we play Thursday at home at 4:30, first game. Second game's right after that, usually about 6:30. And then the if game will be Friday at 4:30 at West Lawrence also.
What kind of competition are we looking at now?
I think Troop will be solid. They're 14-11, I think. They play over in that Columbus region with Columbus and Shaw and Hardaway and those guys. I think they'll be good. They play over there with LaGrange. LaGrange is very talented. They got a good team this year. They've played LaGrange tough a couple of times, so it should be a good matchup. If we do what we're supposed to do and we play what I think we're capable of playing, I think we'll be okay. But it's the playoffs. You can never tell. Sometimes the best team don't always win the playoffs.
Sure.
You run into somebody that's hot and playing good at the right time, and they can beat you. So
what's their pitching like?
It'll be solid. I don't think it'll be the caliber of the girl that we saw yesterday. But they're going to throw strikes. The coach I talked to this morning said that they're not going to walk anybody. They're going to be around the plate and they're going to throw strikes. So, we'll just have to go in there and have good at bats and try to hit some hard balls at them, and hopefully we'll get some balls to fall, and maybe they'll make some mistakes. Hopefully, some of our speedy girls can put a little pressure on them and make them make a few mistakes.
But you always start with your game plan initially. You always want to advance the running.
Yeah.
You got what you're going to do to start with, Coach, and if you open up and get to hit later or just go at it, it's different, but you always start the same, don't you, Coach?
Yeah, well, kind of my philosophy, and Coach Pollock agrees, is that if we can get a girl on early, we're going to try to steal second if we can. If not, we're going to bunt her to second. If we can steal second, then we're going to move her to third on the bunt. And our goal every inning is to get a girl to third with one out. If we can get a girl to third with one out, we feel like we can score, especially if Emma can get on and lead off early. Emma can get on. Hudson handles the bat so well in the two-hole and Emma runs very well. We can get Emma to steal a base usually. Hudson's just got to be patient enough and foul off pitches, stay alive long enough to give Emma a chance to steal it. And she's done a great job all year. Early on, she wanted to go up there and hit every time, and we had to talk to her. I said, look, you've got to battle and stay alive. You don't want to go up there hitting the first pitch. Give Emma a chance to steal the base. Once Emma steals the base, then it opens up our options of what we want to do. So Emma's done a great job all year doing that. Hudson Smith's done a great job. And then, like we've talked about in the past, if we can get one of them to own and in scoring position for Caroline Pollock or Michaela Reddish or Taylor Thompson or Taylor Sapp, one of those four, they usually come through and drive them in. So, we like to bunt a lot with a runner on third. If we get less than 2 outs and a runner on third, we coach our girls to read the girl at the plate. If she gets a bunt down and gets it rolling, we break for the plate and hope for close play where we can slide under it, and the girl will be safe on the bunt, and we'll get the run. So we did that yesterday a couple of times, and we've done that a lot throughout the year. So the key is getting a girl on with no outs or one out, and then getting her second or third. If we never get her to third, we feel like we can score a run.
Hey, Coach, we trust in that things are going to go well. You're going to go forward. Let's remember who the seniors are who are playing for it all.
So like we said in the past, we've got 4 really good seniors. Caroline Pollock, Alyssa Crosby does a good job for us. KP Smith and Taylor Thompson. Those are our 4 seniors, and they've all done a great job in one area or another, for the success of the team all year long. So we hope we can extend the season as long as we can for those 4 girls because they've meant so much to our program over the years. But when it's over, we're going to miss them. They've all been really special kids and really fun to be around and really fun to coach. So it's going to be a tough group to lose, but hopefully we can keep playing for several more weeks and keep
That's
them
right.
around.
That's what we're looking for, Coach. Hey, thanks for coming in, sharing with us. I know everybody's in behind the Raiders. We hope the girls will just do excellent this Thursday. Turn out if you can, for sure, on social media, out in the community, if you go to church with them, whatever the case, maybe if you know their parents, reach out to them and encourage them this week especially. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.